Now, Leo, let's talk drone light shows because that is a totally different animal, probably, when it comes to insuring drones. You mentioned the underwriting that goes into that. There are hundreds of drones flying in the air at once. How does it work when insuring a drone light show?
Right, excellent question. For drone light shows, this is not something that someone can. Like we talked about a seamless process because of the complexity of it. It's not something that one can purchase on the
Okay.
spot on the app or on our web. Instead, they would need to speak with one of our agents. We'll collect and send them a form with numerous questions about safety protocols, the experience all the pilots have, the drone models. We will then have our team of underwriting adjusters review the case and get back to the user with a designated quote for
Mm,
that specific usage. These policies are available on an annual policy just because of the complexity and the additional
right,
risk.
right.
And yeah, this would be a SkyWatch policy generated directly through our underwriters because of
I
these
see.
additional risks.
And I imagine if a drone insurance company is trying to get one of these policies, they need to show to you that they have all of these safety standards in place. And I'm guessing probably the more robust their safety standards, the lower their costs will be for drone insurance.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I'd also add that specifically for light shows, on top of getting an ideal quote premium, it's also a matter many times of being approved for coverage or not, because these types of things have all these additional risks. You're flying above people also, so we're very
Hmm.
worried about
Yeah.
we're very cautious about people being like below like hundreds of drones. So many times, if you do not have the proper safety precautions, we would not even be able to provide a quote for these
Right.
types of businesses.
Yeah, yeah, that's an interesting point because it does seem like with a very simple content creator insurance policy that I can just get online, it seems like you'll insure basically anyone who pays the money, but that is not the case with drone light shows.
That's right. Even for content creators, we do have the initial declarations, which
Hmm.
they're like you said, they're very straightforward questions when it comes to insurance, which takes like a few seconds to fill out. But yeah, for light shows, which again there's way more risk, also like bodily injury risk for
Hmm.
those
Yeah,
cases,
and
and that's
and
why
we see cases of there
we
was the
do.
drone
Yeah,
light show in Orlando that caused bodily injury to a spectator.
yeah. I also saw that instance. Yeah, where a couple of drones fell during the event. So yeah, these are the exact types of things we want to keep an eye out for these
Hmm.
types of policies.
Yeah, I just personally see so much more media out there about drone light shows. It seems like they're growing. I'm personally curious, are you getting more interest in terms of drone light shows that want to be covered?
Of course, yeah, as especially for example now that we're approaching the 4th of July, that's usually when we see the largest amounts in the US for such requests. So yeah, the industry is evolving in this, and I think it's great that the generally we're also starting to pivot from like fireworks and going to these types of performance events, and this also results in more businesses opening up to this and reaching out to us.
So will you insure those drones that have fireworks that launch off of them?
Oh no, that's a cool concept. I meant that that replacing fireworks, but on an underwriting perspective, I'm sure that a drone that fires fireworks would not be something that
Okay,
we'd
okay.
want to look at.
Those are becoming more common. I have
Oh
seen those, and
really?
yes, I saw a drone show. I was actually on a cruise, and they had a drone show ahead of the cruise taking off, and there were fireworks that launched
Oh
from the
wow,
drones. Yeah, I know. That's the future. So look out for that.
good to know. Yeah, you taught me something new.